Hi, welcome. Today I'm going to talk about 10 steps that it takes to start a business. Specifically, I'm touching on this for blacksmiths, but this does apply to most businesses in general. A lot of my information, I read a book called The Small Business Startup Kit. I used this extensively when I was learning about doing certain things to get our business started. And I highly recommend this book, especially if you're a reader. I'll have a link down in the description to the current edition of it. And it's put on by Nolo, which they do a whole lot of in-depth business type books. So the first step in starting your blacksmithing business would be to come up with a business plan. However formal or informal you do it will be dependent on what your purpose is for it. So if you're just doing it for yourself, it could be jotted down on notebook paper or whatever. You'll want to cover where you plan on selling, how you plan on selling, and how you plan what type of items you'll sell. And this will morph and change as you go throughout your business and you get a better idea of the market and things like that, and if you find a specific niche. But you do want to have, starting out, you do want to have a direction where you plan on going with your business. If you plan on getting a business loan, you're going to have a very formal business plan and a lot more research going into it, as you have to prove to the bank that you're organized and you're serious about starting this business. My second step is choosing a business structure. For blacksmiths, a lot of them choose to be a sole proprietor, which just happens by default if you don't actually register your business, or you can choose to be an LLC, limited liability company, and there's a few other business structures like C corporation and S corporation. But like I said, most blacksmiths don't go that route. So if you choose to be a sole proprietor and you want to register your business name, there's a lower fee for that. It's about $50 here in the US. But the downside of this is your personal assets are more open to an attack in a legal case. So being a blacksmith, a lot of the tools and stuff you work with can be, they can be dangerous and stuff. So for us personally, we decided to go with an LLC. The registration's up a bit higher for that. You have to file your articles of organization. It was about $125 to do that with the state. But your personal assets are less open to attack in a legal case. So we just wanted that extra layer of protection. So we started off as a sole proprietorship, and we ended up registering our business as an LLC a couple years in because we felt that was the best move for our business. The third thing will be picking your business name. We have a video on this if you need help brainstorming some names for your business. Make sure to check the description for that video if you're interested. Once you've picked a business name, you have to do a name search. So the very first step you can do, just the basic step, is to Google the name you're looking at and see what pops up. See if somebody's already using it, and just kind of browse through the results to see what's similar. The second step is to search your state's database. And if you go into there's like a small business kit for small businesses that's through your state, and they will have links and such where you can find that information. And then the third thing to do on a name search is to search the federal database, which ours is www.uspto.gov. So you can go on there and search the name and find out what's similar on there. And of course, if you don't want to do the searches yourself, you can always do a paid search for registered and unregistered trademarks. Some examples of places that do this is TradeMark Express or Corsearch. And I'll make sure to put those down in the description if you're wanting to find out more about them. And again, I got those links out of this book here. I didn't use those myself, but and fourth you'll want to file for an EIN number, or also known as a FEIN number, which is a Federal Employer Identification Number. If you're a sole proprietor, you're going to use your Social Security number as your taxpayer ID number. But if you have an LLC or a registered business such as that, you can file for your EIN number. And even if you're not employing anybody, this is a good number to have. It's like having a Social Security number for your business. So it keeps it separate from your personal, and it's an extra layer of protection to have. You get to do it online. It only takes a few minutes. It might have took 30 minutes when I did it. You go to irs.gov and you apply there. And then I believe you get it instantly. You get your number right then and there. My fifth topic for starting up your business is to consider any other federal, state, or local startup requirements. What I recommend you doing for this one is, so you go to your state's website and find their Small Business Startup Center. And here in Ohio, they have an Ohio Small Business Development Center called First Stop Business Connection. And what you can do is you can request a startup packet. And what they do is they ask you a couple of questions over the phone, and they send you some information pertaining specifically to you. So in here they have they had some information such as business planning counselors. They also had like an example of a business plan. They tell you how to go about to legally register your business name. They tell you, about the different types of like the LLC or the sole proprietorship. They also tell you where to file different things. And like they cover a vendor's license, like if you plan on selling locally, things like that. So I highly recommend getting with your state, and they'll have a business packet like this that really, it really just gives you everything all at once that you need, and really helps you know where exactly to go for each item. I believe they have here, when I told them over the phone we are going to register for an LLC, they sent me the articles of organization here that I could have filled out and mailed it back. And I think it's about 4 pages, so that was in there. They also had a checklist for arts and crafts, which is the category we were considered as, that kind of talks about some of the different federal trade commissions labeling requirements for different, whichever ones actually apply to us. And all of that was in here. So I highly recommend doing that to find out if there's any more regulations that you need for where you're specifically at. So after you've got to these steps so far, you've filed for your business, you've got your EIN number. Now you can open a bank account. And why this is important, you really need a bank account specific for your business to keep track of your income and your expenses. You don't want this to mix with your personal expenses and stuff like that, because it makes it much harder to do your record keeping. So even if you're going as a sole proprietor and you're not registering your business right now, you still at least want to open another personal checking account and use it specifically for your business to help you keep track of your expenses. As an LLC, you will need an EIN number to formally open a business account. My 7th step is to open your online store. So if you're selling online, that could be Etsy, it could be Amazon, that could be custom made. There's a whole range of places, your own website. So now that you've got your bank account lined up, the next logical step is you can go ahead and open your doors there. My 8th step is you're going to want to keep records of everything. That's going to be so sources of income, such as when you offer a service or you have a product that you sell locally or online, you're going to have to keep track of all of those. Expenses, let's see, your expenses, things like supplies and advertising and things like that, those are all going to end up going on a Schedule C when you file your taxes. Let me see what else I can say about this. If you want to pay cash for your supplies, that's fine. Make sure you keep those receipts. If you want to just use a card for simplicity, all out of your business account, that's good too. I actually have I recommend GoDaddy Bookkeeping. I'll have a link down below for that, for keeping track of your expenses, and it has some automation you can add there that makes it simpler. But this kind of rolls on also to number 9, which is all your record keeping and related. You can either hire a lot of small businesses, they will do their bookkeeping themselves and then hire an accountant to do their taxes. Or you could even hire somebody to come in like once a week or once a month and just get your books caught up. It depends what works in your situation. And then number 10, my last step for starting a business, is to evaluate your business. You need to do this on a consistent basis, either monthly, quarterly, definitely a couple of times a year, to see how your business is progressing. If you're online, how many views are you getting? If you have a actual storefront, you know, how are certain factors affecting your business, such as the seasons, perhaps other things that are going around locally to you. So you've got to evaluate your business and see how you can move forward. So again, thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I will have some links and stuff like that down in the description, so make sure you check that out. I'm trying to be as helpful as I can. Again, all of this I know either from reading or from personal experience, but I'm not necessarily a professional at it. So, you know, you'll have to do your own research for your own locality, but hopefully the info I've shared here you found helpful. So I appreciate you watching this video. Make sure if you're interested in blacksmithing, you check out our Business the Blacksmithing series. And we hope you have a blessed day. So take care, guys and gals.